and welcome to our NewsX podcast show, which is Get Candid with Chitvan. Here with me is Mrs. Pallavi Singh Marwa, Vice President of Super Plastronic Private Limited. Hi Pallavi, how are you doing?
Hi, Chitvan. Thank you for having me.
So, can you tell our audience that how you went into Super Plastronic Private Limited and how everything goes?
Okay, so I joined about 9 years ago. I am academically I'm a chartered accountant, and I used to work with KPMG earlier with the tax and regulatory services. And then when I joined, it was more about setting up. I always wanted to do something on my own, and then me and Avneet wanted to start the e-commerce part of our business. At that point of time, e-commerce was just picking up, and it was small quantities, but it was happening.
Hmm.
So then we decided to go for it, and then we sort of built it up from there. We started off with only televisions initially, and
Okay.
now we are into televisions, ACs, coolers, washing machines, and we are expanding every year. Is That's the agenda actually.
Okay. So we're gonna start this show for sure. Let's get into this video, and I'm gonna ask you the first question. Can you tell me about the experience in the electronic industry and how it aligns with the goal of Super Plastonic Private Limited?
So the electronics industry is slightly different, and from a female perspective, first of all, because I don't see a lot of female players here, and only of recently have I started seeing a little bit more of female leadership in this industry. And SPPL has always been electronically inclined. Obviously, we were into plastic molding earlier, which was for LED TVs, and then we graduated onto CRT televisions. We were one of the biggest OEMs for CRT televisions at that point of time. That was in the 1990s when CRTs was a big thing. And then we graduated onto LED TVs, and then now eventually smart TVs and QLEDs. So our pathway is along, I mean, it's basically built along the whole journey of electronic consumer goods, and what we can do to make these in India, and what category can we add to our portfolio which can sort of enhance it, and also how we can give quality goods to the Indian consumers at affordable pricing.
Oh, wow. So, how do you stay updated and with the latest trend and advancement in the consumer electronic markets?
So this is like it's a day-to-day job. We keep on researching what new tech is in the
Hmm.
market, what it will work with the Indian market more specifically, given the some drawbacks with respect to infrastructure in India. But we would like to see that getting developed. So we keep on researching what can be done to sort of take it to the next level, whether it's our televisions, whether it's our washing machines, whether it's our coolers, everything.
Yeah. Okay, so how you prioritize tasks and manage your time effectively in the fast-paced environment?
Is that for me personally, or like in my capacity? I
Okay.
mean, yeah. So for me personally, yeah, it is a little bit of a task, but because I also have two small children,
Mm-hmm.
but I try and balance that out with work. Sometimes I get them to work, sometimes I go back early. But yeah, that's a day-to-day challenge. Other than that, professionally, of course, you've got to manage, because I also play a lot of roles. I just don't do one part. I do after sales, I do marketing, I look into finance. So I sort of have to prioritize my day according to what is more, impending at the moment.
Yeah. So, what strategy do you implement for this product quality and customer satisfaction?
So what we work on is customer feedback.
Okay.
We realized in the past that that helps
Mhm.
us develop our products better.
Yeah.
So say a customer comes back to us, say that maybe this is some feature that
Hmm.
they're looking for,
Yeah.
and we would like to see that in your television. We try and incorporate that in our televisions.
Hmm.
Or when it comes to say something like a washing machine, and we feel like this like a semi-automatic washing machine or a washer would be more helpful for Indian consumers. And we
Yeah.
have developed a lot of products in-house which have facilities that other products don't have, and which increase the durability of our products. So we work on that basically.
Okay, so like how you prioritize your task and manage everything, and how you implement your strategy basically. Like, what is your strategy during the task, and how you implement your product quality and customer satisfaction basically.
So the primary, focus of the strategy is to provide something which is one, affordable, and
Mhm.
two, durable.
Okay.
And as long as once we work on making that a product, an affordable product,
Mhm.
comes in the quality. We don't want to compromise on the quality. So it's sort of a mix and match of everything, and we need to make sure that when it reaches the customer, it is not something which is out of their pockets,
Mhm.
but also it should provide world class quality as well.
So, how do you approach problem solving and decision making when faced with technical issues or manufacturing constructions or constraints about it?
So manufacturing constraints are few, thankfully,
Mhm.
but when it comes to our products and then troubleshooting, there
Yeah.
are a set procedures that we already have in place. So if a customer comes to us with a specific issue, we already have pre-planned troubleshooting in
Mhm.
place, and
Mhm.
if not, then we have our engineers go to the customer and then solve it for them.
Okay, so how do you collaborate with cross-functional teams such as like engineer, marketing, and the sales drive product innovation and marketing growth?
So basically, when our people go to sell products, is when they get feedback that this is what we want to see in the market, and this is what will work in the market. Basis that feedback, we go back to our factory, we go back to our engineers, ask them to develop a product, get prototypes, get samples, basis which we could then sell the product better in the market.
Okay. So, my second last question to you. I don't want to leave you right now, but we are getting very intense with the
No, no.
product and electronics, and people, audience are getting involved in it basically. So, like, what motivates you to work the electronic industry, and like, how interested in joining the Super Plastronic Private Limited? Like, how you got involved in that?
So what
What was
what
your
interests
journey about?
me
Yeah.
what interests me is actually the new things that we get to see every day, like the new tech. Right
Yeah.
now, we're also working on a new version of LED TVs, which is better than any television that I've ever
Hmm.
seen before. And from a layman's perspective, you never think that how much effort it goes into developing a television, or
Yeah.
to developing something as simple as a cooler or as a washing machine. So it's very interesting to see that. Of course, because I am not from an engineering background, but then because
Yeah.
I have to handle all that, I have gone to the factories, I've seen how it's made, how it's supposed to be serviced. Because of course, if my team comes to me with an issue, how do I solve it if I don't know it? So it
So,
is quite interesting at
I'm
the end
sorry
of the
I'm
day.
interrupting you in between, but how was your experience during the factory time period? Like, how you went through the circumstances? Did you liked it, or what was your thought process during that time?
So, we come from a very traditional manufacturing setup. And
Mhm.
like I said, it is uh, unlikely and not heard of very
Yeah,
widely that, you see a female in the
yeah, I
factory
know.
setup.
What?
So, it of course, some resistance was there,
Mhm.
but I've seen acceptance now. So it is much better.
So, can you provide me some examples of your leadership skills, and how do you inspire, mentor other people in your previous role?
So, what I do, it's a policy that I follow is you come and talk to me about anything that you want to, even if it's an issue,
Hmm.
even if you think you've done something wrong, it's fine. We'll
Yeah.
fix it. Just come and talk to me. And, I like to bounce ideas of my employees. I like to give them the opportunity to come to me with new ideas.
What was your
No, no, I
previous
remember.
role and your leadership skills? How you inspire people in your life? during your
So
journey?
my previous role before joining SPPL, like I said, was with KPMG as a part of tax and regulatory services, and I worked there for a brief period before joining Superplastronics. And my ideology is to always inspire people to solve problems themselves, to not depend on me or anybody else.
Yeah.
If they think, I make them try, and I make them try their hardest. Is after which do I step in if I feel like they've tried their best and they're not able to solve the issue, then is when I step in. And I always encourage my employees to come and have a word with me no matter what, even if it's a small problem, big problem, does not
Yeah.
matter. We'll solve it together.
Hmm.
Because if they don't talk, we can't solve it. So
Yeah.
if that's what I want.
So, like, as you are a female, as we know that female has a lot of problems in their job life and all of that. What was your thought during that period of a time? Like, how I'm supposed to grow in that industry? This is a sort of a man industry. People think like that. Some people think like that. So how you manage all of it? Like, all your struggles and everything, how you manage both life at the same
So
time?
it's basically it's a matter of proving yourself.
Yeah.
So if you think if you've got to make people realize that it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male, it
Hmm.
should matter that if you're able for the job or not, if you can play the role that you're assigned, and if you can lead the company, if you can take
Hmm.
it to the next level, then how does it matter if you're a male or female? So
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest struggle to make people realize that it does not matter that you're a female, as long as you can take the company to the next level, as long as you can inspire people to work better, as long as you can increase the sales. I don't think it should matter at the end of the day. So that has been a bit of a struggle, of course. It initially it is there was a little bit of resistance from taking orders, or from seeing me as
Hmm.
an authority figure. And and from me, I mean, I was running what, like a two people office when we started out, and now I run like 100 people office. So
Wow.
it is
That's a huge
it's
amount.
been a long journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So it has been a long journey.
Hmm.
It is sometimes you also see, even till date, sometimes you also see some male staff will be like, why should I listen and all that. But
Exactly.
now I think I've sort of asserted myself enough to
You have
make them
crossed
realize
that
that it's
path
not.
now. You have crossed that line now, so nobody
Yeah.
gonna tell you what you have.
So nobody
So
can, I mean, like, I don't think anybody questions the fact if they should listen to me or not.
yeah,
So
that
yeah.
is very true. So what you gonna provide? What your thought process to the audience? What you gonna say about this Plastronic Private Limited? What you
Okay,
gonna
so
suggest to
I mean,
people?
I just want,
Hmm.
I just want to suggest or say, like, of course, it's my own organization, so
Yeah.
only good things. But we work day in and day out to provide the best for our consumers,
Hmm.
and we do try our level best that nobody's inconvenience. Unfortunately, it happens so, because it is a vast country, it is a vast organization, and sometimes things take time. But I do request people to believe in us, because we are trying our best.
That is very nice to end this conversation. And I'm very glad that
Thank
we
you.
had a conversation and we aware the audience about the Plastronic Private Limited company. And here with me is Pallavi Singh Marwa. She's a vice president of that company for sure. And it was lovely conversation with you, Pallavi. Have a great day. We're gonna talk more about it and we're gonna aware people about it. Thank you for being in our show, which is Get Candid with Chitvan. Thank you so much, Pallavi.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.